the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Great to have you along, UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Buffalo Bulls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. The offense changing the play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 41-yard line to pick up a 5 and enough for a first down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for life.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
7, Syracuse, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Syracuse's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7. He's going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This time he's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what?
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They They are up by 7 over UMass. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Takes the grab. It's Abraham. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Finds his man. It's Bryant. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Give to the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Finds his man down the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bulls are rolling down the field. Handoff to the lone back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. They get to him as he throws. Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Buffalo has it back, but see what the Bulls offense can do. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Unloads it left. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The Bulls will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase two.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pickers, hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Shotgun snap on third down. He makes the catch. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Touchdown, Buffalo! Stealing a score on special teams.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Syracuse, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going for it all. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here we go. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Davis.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Abraham. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Coming out with it, it's Goodwin. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence. There he goes. Gets it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Here we go. Set.
Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Abraham. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense. The give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Makes a move. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 45, and what good field position after that return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. To the air on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David. Week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And the Bulls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Forced out of the pocket. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback making adjustments. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bulls getting set on first and 10. The give to the single back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening first and 10 from the 31. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete.
Yeah, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the...
He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls. Lining up for the PAT. precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run to the left. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Gonna sling it on second down. It's complete.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll try to run for it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give to the tailback.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He's going to run it across the 45. Quarterback gets him out. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down.
Come on, set.
He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Dances away. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Green 25.
Back to pass on second down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man on the right.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Syracuse lines up on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Syracuse will be forced to punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Off play action on first down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Now sliding to his left. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Touchdown, Buffalo! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Orange will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The Bulls want to move quickly. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up.
Man, really good job by this defense staying.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that breaks into the open. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly... miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. They'll give it to him again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to... Might be changing the route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wide open downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. He's taking the shot. He makes a grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're looking for an advantage to the right. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The kick is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 time. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
80. Syracuse, 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down.